If I think what's about to happen, it's about to happen, I'm not gonna be okay. Hold, please. Hello from me and Pookie. This week, as with all weeks, we're just kind of gonna be living life. I feel like this is like every video. I'm like very last minute, but no, truly very last minute, as in this morning, I picked up a London. For now, I know in this video, we're gonna be going to London. And I think my goal, or like something I hope to accomplish this week, is to really read some fantasy books that I have been putting off. I have been really wanting to read Powerless by Lauren Roberts, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and then Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I think that's who wrote it. So those three books have been really high up on my TBR. And as you guys know, this year, I'm really trying to just read what I have, unless it's a new release. So I think it'd be so fun this week to just hang out, maybe read a couple fantasy books, and see where the wind blows us. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Can you see it? I'm genuinely so tired. I do not know what happened. Whoa, that's a loud one. Whoa, that's a big one. I'm gonna head into the airport and fly to London. I will see you when I get there. It will be a couple seconds for you, but for me, it will be a very long time. But I will see you when I am in London. It is quite a few hours later. I got in at 1 and I napped, and it's 4:30 now, and I just got refreshed, took a shower, did some skincare, and I am about to go out and have a cute little evening. I'm feeling very, very, very exhausted today. I am just a girly that loves her sleep, and when I don't get it, it's a lot. My plans is of course to go to the grocery store. That is a must. I am very, very hopeful that they will have my strawberries. I am so excited. I dream about these things, and I only have like from tonight in my flight to eat them all, and I eat them all every single time. They're just so, so good. But I'm gonna get a few little goodies at the grocery store, come back and put them in the room, and then head out. I always go to the same bookstores here because they're my favorite and so special to me, but I would really love to go check out a new one. There is this really cute one called Foils that I've seen a couple times on the internet and just know of, and I just have to go. So I am gonna go browse a couple bookstores, and then also I am going to be reading Powerless. I got really far on my flight. Yesterday. I am about 180 pages in, so I read this much. And this is a big boy. It's about, I think, like in the 500 page mark. But I just want to go sit and read this and binge this book. So far, I am really, really loving it. It is really, really, really giving me Hunger Games vibes, like a little bit too close to Hunger Games vibes, just like in a different font. It's making me kick my feet so, so much. It's been a while since I've like giggled in that kind of way of like a hee hee ha ha kind of way, and I'm just having so much fun with it. But I'm still really early into everything, but things are really starting to pick up. and I'm gonna go read. That's like my number one thing I want to do. I think the new bookstore I'm going to has a cafe in it, and I just want to get some tea and read for a good hour or so, and that's really all that I'm doing today. I'm just chilling, going to a couple bookstores, gonna have a late night stroll, get some really good dinner, and make sure I am resting. I've been waiting so long for this. My chocolate mousse and my heaven sent British strawberries. This is my little sweet treat before I need to go to bed, or at least kind of settle into bed. Ooh. Now that is something else. The perfect little strawberry. Cheers.
Wait, that is actually really good. Okay.
It's almost 8 a.m. and my pickup is here in a little bit. I can no longer say that I don't get to come to London often because I've been coming once a month, which is truly a dream come true. I've been having so much fun on my London layovers, and I hope you guys have loved seeing them and coming with me. It is Friday, and when I land in LA, it will also be Friday. I cannot wait to tell you guys about Powerless. I have been reading it, and it is getting so good. I'll get to read it a lot on my flight today. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. Yesterday it was like under 10 hours, which I feel like I haven't seen that in a really long time. So it'll definitely be longer today, but I will get some good reading in, and when I get home, I will tell you guys all about it. Now we must go fly home to LA. See you in like 14 hours. It is Saturday. It is the next day. I got home yesterday afternoon, and my mom and sister are actually in town helping my aunt move, and my little sister was bored, so I went and rescued her, and she stayed the night with us last night. But she is a really cute new reader. She just graduated high school, and so she wanted to go to a couple bookstores in Los Angeles. So of course I was like, come spend the night, we'll have a fun day. And so we're about to go head out to, I think, two of my favorite bookstores. We're gonna go to the Rip Bodice and Village Well in Culver City, and she also really wanted to try an Erewhon smoothie, so we're gonna take her to Erewhon, maybe go to Phil's Coffee. We're just gonna kind of have a cute little LA Saturday. So I just got ready and we are gonna head out, and I figured I'd take you guys. I'm very excited, so let's go. not getting none of these. These are so spicy, you're gonna toot toot. It's been about a day since I've talked to you, and it's been quite a few days since I have picked up my current read. This now is getting to the point of where I really don't want to stop reading because of all of the things that are going on. And so for me to not have picked up this book for 2 days has made me really, really sad, but it has been pouring, like pouring. LA is flooding. It has been pouring all day yesterday, all day today, and I think the next 2 days it's going to be raining. So I am not flying, it is raining, and all I want to do is just like have a readathon. So I want to read. It is the perfect weather to do so. There is literally nothing else going on. So I am just gonna be reading. So I realized I hadn't told you guys much about what this book is about. A lot of people, I'm sure, have heard or seen about this book. But if you haven't, I wanted to give you a little bit of a blurb about it. This book takes place in the fictional world, this town called Isla. There is a king and there is two groups, two kinds of people, ordinaries or elites. Ordinary people do not have any powers and the elites have magical powers. Basically, all you need to know is that there's normal people and there's people with powers. And back in the day, there was this thing called the plague where ordinary people were supposed to be like, out of this world, out of this town, and this town was only supposed to be run by and have elites. That did not fully work. And there are still some ordinary people that live in Isla, but they get banished all the time. And there is a specific person that is in charge of kicking the ordinaries out of this town. And you will definitely meet him in this book. So every year to celebrate the plague or them banishing ordinaries from Isla, their town, they have this thing where it's basically just like trials where all the elites get to like come together and fight each other to have one winner to celebrate the elites and their powers. This year ends up being a little bit different and the story just kind of goes from there. I really, really like this book because I feel like for it to be fantasy, it is a very easy world to grasp and understand, and I am loving that so much as somebody who is new to fantasy. I've talked about it before and you guys know sometimes it's a little bit hard for my little tiny brain to really like get into the fantasy world, and maybe that will come with time, but for right now I'm just genuinely loving really easy fantasies to grasp and understand. This is hee hee ha ha, good for the soul, just to feel something kind of romance. It's enemies to lovers, so there's that really good banter, that wittiness, that sassiness that is just so much fun to read in a romance book. If you love enemies to lovers, forbidden love, the Hunger Games, like trial, battle, magical power vibes, you will love this book. Having the time of my life. It is pouring down rain in Los Angeles and I am gonna be having a couple of rainy, cozy days reading and just hanging out in the house. You'll be lucky if I let you keep your head, let alone your hand, for laying a finger on her. Not it raining. Wait, are they gonna have their first kiss in the rain? They better. You wanna come read with me? I think they're gonna kiss. I think they're gonna kiss. I'm so excited. Oh. Wait. I'm 30 years old and this book should not make me giggle the way that it is. Oh, Lord. Wait. Ooh. Oh no. Ooh. No. Oh no, no, no. This is kind of gory. Oh. Stop.
Yeah, I was reading in here earlier with her too.
Buddies.
I was reading with her too. Tell everyone what I was reading. Go ahead.
This is like the most important part of the whole book. It's like the soap opera part.
He cocks his arm. What are you
Bubs.
reading, Smuts?
I'm so scared to read the last page. Ooh, no. No. Oh. Oh my gosh. What a way to end a book. It is the next day. It is still a very rainy, dreary Los Angeles day. I am once again not flying, and I just have such an urge to read, especially fantasy. I told you guys there was a couple fantasy books that I wanted to read, and actually one that I'm very excited about came out today, but I don't think I'm gonna go get it. I want to read a couple books that I own first before I go and get some new releases that I'm really excited about for February. And so this morning I started The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I am reading this book. Honestly, that's really the only thing that I'm gonna be doing today. I already got ready. I did my hair, I took an everything shower, and I'm about to head to the grocery store to get some groceries. I would love to make some soup tonight because of the dreary weather. But other than that, I do not have a single thing to do today besides like edit. But other than that, I am free as a weed, and nothing sounds better than just binging this book. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna read all day long. I just finished part 1 and I am about to start part 2. This book is really tugging on my heartstrings. I feel like this one is gonna hurt. This book opens up and it's the early 1700s in France in this really cute small town, and the main character, Addie LaRue, is just different. She wants a different kind of life. She doesn't want to grow up and get married and settle down and have kids. That's like the norm. And so she just wants a different life. She wants to travel. She talks about Paris. She wants to get out of her small town. And so there is this old lady that she's known her whole life that lives in this town that teaches her about the gods and how to pray to the gods. But she warns her, do not pray to the gods when it's nighttime. Those are not the good kind of gods. And so, of course, Addie LaRue really wants to get out of her town. She's about to have to marry this man that she doesn't want to marry. And she feels like there's no way out except to really, really, really beg and plead and pray to the gods. And of course, oh, Addie LaRue, of course, she's told her whole life she's not supposed to pray to them after dark. And she starts praying desperate as the sun is setting, and she's so desperate that she doesn't even realize that it's nighttime now. Somebody pops out, and the devil ends up showing up. So Addie LaRue makes a deal with the devil. So she asks for more time, for more freedom, to live a life however she wants to live, to make her own choices, and to not have to do things that she does not want to have to do. And in return, the devil says, okay, but I can take your soul whenever you are done and you do not want to live anymore. That's when your time is up and when you will the whole first half was just Addie making the deal with the devil. It also is flashing back to 2014, so it's like the 1700s, and then Addie LaRue in 2014 in New York City, and you're just kind of seeing how her life is being changed by this deal that she made, really for the worse, not for the better, and you're getting really to see all that comes with this deal that she's made. So she's very lonely, nobody remembers her, and it is pulling at my heartstrings. But I am going to read for the rest of the night. I just started part 2, and it's March 2014 in New York City. I'm about to go get my nails done. These were the nails that I had for the past month. These nails were probably my most complimented nails I've gotten in such a long time, and I love them so much. They were so fun. I never got tired of the color because there's so many color options on them. And so I think for this month, it's Valentine's Day, and I think it would be cute to do like different color pinks and reds. Maybe a silver, but I think like pink red would be really cute. So I think that's what I'm gonna get today. I never know until I sit down and pick out the colors. So let's go and get my nails done. Stop. Wait. A couple things I need to update you on. Number one, I realized I never showed you my nails from yesterday. They're so cute. They're like this pinky ombre. I love them so much. And second, if you cannot tell from my cute little, yes, that's the ocean, from my ocean room, I went to work and I picked up a Kona trip. So I am in Kona. I'm finishing off this vlog now. I'm gonna start another vlog, but before we go, I must finish this book with you guys. As you know, I've been reading my fantasy books this video. I saved the last 30 pages to read in solitude. Maybe I'll go down to the beach and just read. I'm finishing this book, finishing this video, and I am very nervous. Wait a minute. If I think what's about to happen, it's about to happen. I'm not gonna be okay. Hold, please. Oh no. Addie LaRue. Oh, I knew this was gonna hurt like a bitch. The Polaroids. I'm not okay. This story is gonna stick with me for a very long time. If you got one thing from this video, may it be to read this book. Life is so short. Time is so short, and memories and being remembered are so beautiful. Goodbye. I'm gonna go cry now.